Hello, I'm Matt Bollender with the Contra Costa Clean Water Program here in Comcast Studios in Walnut Creek, California for the 13th annual Mr. Funnelhead Calendar Art Contest. And of course, I could not do this job without my man, my right-hand man, Mr. Funnelhead. Come on in.
Hey, all right. How are you doing, Matt?
I am doing good. How are you?
Sharp.
Hey, how about you? I mean, you've got this new shiny exterior. This is almost like a tuxedo of your costumes, isn't it?
Yeah, I finally got the wash and the wax this time.
Oh.
Looking pretty sharp,
You
huh?
sure are. You are a shiny, shiny looking dude there.
That's right, except, you know, the gloves. I had to do some oil cleanup. I got a little oil in my gloves.
Well, that should be expected.
Hope that's okay with
that
your
should
new,
be expected.
suit, right?
Hey,
Okay.
like I said, you're out there every day helping out those people in the world who are,
Yep.
have their used oil that needs to be recycled, and that's
right.
your main objective is getting that used oil recycled. And like I said, your gloves I expect to probably have a little oil on them here and there, right?
Yep. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, we've had a great year with the Contra Costa Clean Water Program's used oil recycling project. We traveled to almost 30 schools this year, and educating with our new show. And like I said, I think this new show, Dr. Freckle and Mr. Slide, tell me about this new show that we came up with. I mean, it's a very important show.
Yeah, we like doing brand new shows. As you know, we usually recycle about 3 shows that we do each year. But every now and then we like to write something brand new, and we had a new one this year. My good friend Dr. Freckle came on the show with us and gave us a nice PowerPoint presentation all about oil recycling and all the dangers of oil getting into the water supply. And then something terrible happened. You wouldn't believe it. He accidentally touched used motor oil along with his plasmatron, and he transformed into Mr. Slide, the evil oil polluter. And so Dr. Freckle had already brought out his new recycling robot, and so Mr. Slide reprogrammed the robot to become, of course, a polluting robot. He was going to dump oil in the bay. Can you believe that? Dump oil in the delta and or the bay, depending on where the school is, you know.
That's true. That's true.
And so, luckily, Professor changed back into the good guy. We worked together and reprogrammed the robot to be a recycling robot again. So it was kind of exciting. The kids loved the idea of a robot, and with a little chase scene running around. And so, we had a good time. It was a great show, a lot of fun. Kids really liked it.
Well, like I said, I know we went to 30 schools this year. We educated almost 9,000 students. And I think one of the big questions I always hear from these students after each show, they're all walking out, but they want to know one thing.
What?
Who is Mr. Funnelhead?
Who is Mr. Funnelhead? Well, that is kind of a tough question. You know, I've always wanted to be a superhero, right? But, you know, I wasn't bit by a radioactive spider, or I don't come from another planet. Some people think I come from another planet, you know. No, I donned this costume to become a superhero to help the county with oil recycling and to spread the word about all types of recycling, whether it's recycling batteries or cans, bottles, newspapers, helping everyone. If everyone pitches in, you know, they can become superheroes too, keeping the environment clean and especially, as you know, keeping the oil out of our water supply, because it's still the #1 pollution problem in Contra Costa County. That's oil getting into our water.
Yes, well, I must say, after doing this for 13 years, Mr. Funnelhead, 13 years,
Yeah.
That's quite a long time. We have seen so many students who are now no longer elementary school students. They're now junior high, high school, and college students now come up to us and say, you know what, I remember Mr. Funnelhead. He's still stuck in my memory, and the idea of keeping our environment clean by recycling used oil and oil filters, also a big subject, is very important. And I think it's gone a long way, and your job has been tremendous.
You got it. It's paying dividends now, because when we first started the show, someone might ask, well, why are you teaching 3rd to 5th graders about changing oil and things like that? Well, now we know, because these kids they're all driving, and they're all learning about how to responsibly recycle things, including oil. So they're much more, they're much more able to do those things. They think about it, because of what we did maybe 10 years before.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important to mention also the fact that this is a free school education program. So if there's any schools out there who are looking for a great free assembly that's paid for by Contra Costa Clean Water Program, we bring our lights, we bring all of our special effects, our great sound system, and of course, quality actors from all over the Bay Area to help us put on this free presentation for you, the schools out there. So if you're interested, please give us a call at 925-518-8410, or you can also check out our website at www.funnelhead.com. Well, of course, on those travels to all those 30 schools, we had a great contest, didn't we?
Oh, I know. We had, how many entrants did we have this year? No one ever told me.
346 entries came in this
Wow.
year for this year's contest. And
That's
of course, we have our 3 grand prize winners right here in the studio today to present them with their great grand prizes and also a chance to, of course, be on this new commercial we're creating for the Mr. Funnelhead program.
Perfect. Well, let's give out the prizes, shall we?
Let's do it. I'm sure they're ready.
All right.
All righty. Well, our first winner. We have our first winner who is coming from Laurel Elementary in Oakley. We have Gabriel Pierce. Come on up, Gabriel. Gabriel, how are you doing?
Good.
Well, you know, this is really tremendous because you are our first second grade. Second grade. I mean, that is quite an achievement. We've had fifth graders, a lot of fifth graders, a lot of fourth graders, only one third grader, but a second grader. How do you come up with such great art? Let's take a look at this back here. You have it right back here on the wall. It says Gabriel Pierce, second grade from Laurel Elementary. Tell me about this artwork that you created.
It's supposed to be like at a river, and Mr. Funnelhead is putting a can of used motor oil in the recycling bin.
I noticed something that was really interesting about this artwork, and you've got Mr. Funnelhead standing on something very special. Tell me what he's standing on.
He's standing on a lily pad.
Ooh, I could imagine you, Mr. Funnelhead, standing on a lily pad. That'd be quite interesting.
Well, I tried that once, but I don't want to get into what happened. But you know what I love? I love the talking fish.
There's a talking fish
You
here.
can see
Oh
the
my
talking
God! Yeah,
fish?
yeah, clean water. Tell me about the talking fish.
They're happy because Mr. Funnelhead is recycling the oil and it's cleaning their water.
And Mr. Funnelhead has something in his hand right here. What is that object he's got in his hand here? It's a blue object.
It's a bottle that he's recycling too.
Wow, so that's great. Mr. Funnelhead not only recycles, of course, oil, he's also into recycling bottles, cans. There's batteries out there these days, fluorescent light bulbs. There's a lot of objects out there, Mr. Funnelhead, which is a big job for you to tackle. How do you keep up with all these new items that need to be recycled every day?
Well, if you pay attention, you know, you hear stuff on the radio and on TV all the time about all the new ways to recycle all sorts of items. So, of course, we support all the groups that have different phone numbers, different places to bring everything from oil to batteries to fluorescent light bulbs to everything. So we like to just pay attention when you hear those and try to help out any way you can.
Yeah. Well, this artwork is definitely going to help out, and I think that, like I said, I love the clouds and the fact that you did this as a second grader is just a tremendous job. We have a check for you. We're going to present this right here. This is your prize check right there for a $750 laptop computer, which you're going to be receiving in just a few moments. How about one more big hand for Gabriel?
Great job, Gabriel.
You have a seat there, Gabriel. We're going to get our next winner coming on up here.
All righty.
Wow. Okay. You got the check ready?
I do.
You've got a drum roll going on?
Drum roll?
Okay, I'm not good at drum rolls. I play good mean guitar, though.
Oh.
Okay. Well, our next winner is also another third grader from Walnut Creek, California's Palmer School. We have Sophia Colello. Come on up, Sophia. All right, Sophia. Well, you know what? We've been to Palmer School so many times, and there are such good people over there. Always been great to the Mr. Funnelhead School program. And, of course, you have finally, we got a winner from Palmer School here with your great artwork. Second place also, 2 second places. And you've got quite the tropical-looking Mr. Funnelhead. This makes me want to go on vacation. Tell me about your artwork.
Well, I did a tropical theme because I like the rainforest, so...
Well, I heard that you have a program at school that has something to do with the rainforest. Tell me about that.
I go to a Berkeley camp at one of the Berkeley schools, where you go there for 3 weeks and you learn all about different places. A year before, I also went to an ocean studies.
Wow.
So.
All this happens through Palmer School.
Well, not really.
So you do it on your own time, basically. This is something on your own venture. You're just really interested in.
Yeah.
Well, as a third grade student, are you really conscious about the environment? Are you thinking about every day about how can we keep this world better for tomorrow?
Yeah, I made my dad change all our light bulbs into fluorescent light bulbs.
Oh, wow.
All
Do you
right.
help him do it itself, or did you do it all by himself?
He did some of it by himself.
All right. Well, let's look at your artwork again because I think this is really, once again, we got ya on the fish down here and ya on the fish up here. There's a lot of ya.
I think that's yay, I think.
Yay or ya?
But I gotta say, Sophia, I think you've let a cat out of the bag here. You've introduced one of my new powers, which seems to be flying.
Well,
So
Mr.
am I
Funnelhead.
flying in that picture? Or am I falling?
You're flying.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so Mr. Funnelhead's flying, I can see, and he's also, like I said, he's got quite the cape floating in the air there in the sun. This has got to be one of the happiest suns I've seen. And are those glasses on the sun?
Yeah.
Because I guess it's so bright, you got to wear shades, right?
Mhm.
Tell me, I mean, you got a little island here. Do you know, is this Hawaii possibly, or is this just some small tropical island, maybe from Gilligan's Island?
Just a small tropical island.
Never seen Gilligan's Island, have you?
I love the
Wrong
color.
generation.
I love the color, Sophia. It's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, that's a beautiful job. And like I said, we're really impressed by the color scheme and the fact that all these beautiful fish down here and the crab. Great job, Sophia. And like I said, thank you. And how about a big hand for Sophia? How about our check right here? Woo! All right, let's turn that around there towards the cameras. There we go. And you can have another seat. And we're going to get ready for our grand prize winner. Wow. Mr. Funnelhead, man, is this going by fast or what?
I know.
This whole year has
It's
gone
fun
by so
giving away
fast.
prizes, you know?
It sure is. This is probably the best. This is definitely the best part of the year right here.
I think so.
And I would have to say the next part is actually my favorite because this is the grand prize winner. This is the chance where we actually get to, celebrate the best artwork, which you can see right behind us here. We have a banner with the best artwork right here in front of us. I mean, this is tremendous artwork. We made a banner out of it, and of course, we have that first place winner here in the studio with us today. How about a big hand for Manisha Patel? Hello, Manisha. How you doing?
Good.
Well, I'll tell you, a fifth grade student from Stoneman Elementary over in Pittsburgh. Now, Stoneman, another great school. I must say, between Palmer and Stoneman, I think we've gone to those schools every year for at least the last 6 or 7 years. And we've always had a great response from your school. I think you've got a very environmental school there. And because I know you have some, last year we took a picture of some people on the stage who actually are in part of the environmental program at Stoneman. Tell me, is there an environmental urge out there at Stoneman?
Yeah, well, we try to clean up our playgrounds and everything, and for the past years I've been watching the Funnelhead program with the rest of the school, and it's been fun watching, and all the programs are different, and it seems good to watch them.
Well, I could tell which one you've been watching the most because if you look at your artwork up here, we've got some artwork with somebody. She's got Slimy. It says here, help put Slimy away. And of course, you, Mr. Funnelhead, remember Slimy, which is also another, we called him Slimer also. What about that show with Slimer? Did you enjoy that one?
Well, clearly you've seen the other shows too. That's one of our favorite shows with the slime monster that comes up out of the lake. And I gotta ask you a question though. Who's my new sidekick there? Because
Ooh,
I
that's
like
right.
my superhero sidekick there. I got to go find someone that fits that description.
Yeah, and you got some nice muscle tone there. Who is that
Look
person?
at that.
Well, I kind of like, when I watch cartoons like Johnny Test, like, I kind of got the idea of making him like that. Like as you can see, like the hair, it's kind of like his. And just try to make him a little stronger and like capable of being with Mr. Funnelhead.
Very good.
Yeah, well,
Well,
Mr.
sign him
Funnelhead.
up, Matt.
Well, I
Sign
like
up
to
that
see
guy.
you put your. Let me see. Hold the check there for a second. Hold on. Put your arms up. Let's take a little comparison here. Comparison look. Oh, I don't know. You got some work to do, Mr. Funnelhead.
Oh, I'll work on it.
Here, can you hold this check? Is it too heavy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I got to ask you, how did you come up with the idea of the airplane with the banner on, with the phone number on it? That's really brilliant.
Well, sometimes it maybe on like when they have like the seafood festival, I think, or the festival, they show like they have airplane when they're like practicing in the air or showing their moves, and so I decided how about like having a banner coming out, like it'll look good as if like everybody in the community is trying to get like everybody to start recycling, and it seems as if the whole community would like that.
Well, I think that's a very good, very positive energy idea, and your artwork is so brilliant. I mean, the color schemes, the layout, the way you think you really have a future here, and maybe even a graphic artist someday. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like art, and I like to color and draw things and paint, because like it's really fun to do that.
Well, do you remember when, elementary school idol came to your school? Elementary school idol was a little twist on things. We went to your school one day, and actually I posed as the man from Elementary School Idol, our new TV program, which was supposed to throw you off track so that we could catch you on hidden camera as we announced that you had won the contest. Do you remember that day?
Yeah.
Were you thrown off track? Did you know who I was? Did you remember me from the Mr. Funnelhead show at all?
No, because it seemed like it was just like a blast how you just came. I didn't even remember anything. Yeah. But then later when I found out that I had won, I kind of remembered that you were there on the day of when you had the performances at our school. So that's why I finally remembered that you were the person who was in with the Funnelhead contest.
And you probably realized it was all legit, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We have some footage of you on hidden camera at Stoneman Elementary. I think it's a good time to roll that footage, Scotty, and have a little reveal of how Manisha found out that she was the first prize winner of the Mr. Funnelhead calendar art contest. Let's roll the tape, Scotty! Manisha won! Woo! Fooled you guys, didn't I?
Congratulations, Manisha, on a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Okay, Manisha, so what do you think about that, finding out that you had won the contest at Stoneman Elementary with all your students?
Well, it was really exciting, and when we heard that it was from my class, everybody got too excited, and then my teacher had to say it was me because we couldn't hear, and it was really, I kind of felt nervous and excited. It was, I felt happy about being the grand prize winner, and it was like what I wanted because I really wanted the laptop.
Well, I must say, I mean, if you look at your artwork, the fact that you put so much time and effort into it, and the fact that I know it was kind of hard when all the students started talking and your name was announced, it was kind of, I think next year I'll put the name first, teacher second. How about that? And that way we'll hear who it is, and maybe we'll talk to the school about bringing the PA up a little louder so you could hear it better. But I must say, was that one of the most exciting moments of your life?
Yeah, really.
Well, like I said, you've got some great artwork up here. I think that this artwork we're going to spread all over Contra Costa County on our calendars, along with Sophia's and Gabriel's. And of course, we've got this banner, which we're going to use at public events all over Contra Costa County. You'll probably see it at some of like the county fair coming up pretty soon. There'll be some other events going on in the area. But your artwork will go all over the place for the next, who knows, next 10 years possibly, with this banner displaying your great artwork. And I think this is a very monumental moment. And of course, Manisha did a great job. What do you think of that, Mr. Funnelhead?
Well, I think congratulations are in order. I think it's a beautiful picture. We'd be proud to display it next year at the Mr. Funnelhead show as well. And congratulations to you. And here we are.
All right, and here is your check right there for $1,000 for the laptop computer. Take a look at that. Well, you know, I think this is probably a great part of the day where we could actually let these winners go over and check out their laptops and go over and have a little play on them and maybe bring them home and, of course, start using them for great artwork, right? All right, how about a big hand for all of our 3 winners? Woo! Come on up. Let's go over here and come on over, look at your laptop computers over here, and we'll walk over here and we'll take a look at them. Prizes were provided by the Contra Costa Clean Water Program. Each winner received a Corel Paint 10, a Cyber Tablet graphics tablet, and either a Gateway laptop or a Hewlett-Packard Compact Presario. Special thanks to Paramount Technology of Concord for a 10% discount on all computerware. Well, Mr. Funnelhead, our 3 grand prize winners are having a great time over there on their laptop computers. What do you think to finalize this whole year?
Well, I had a blast all year, and I know that the kids had fun watching the show, and they learned a lot, you know, in the meantime, so that makes it all worthwhile, and I'm really looking forward to another new show in the fall.
Well, I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on the Mr. Funnelhead 2008 Calendar Art Contest Ceremony. We'll see you next time from Funnelhead World. Special thanks to Comcast for use of their studio. Comcast, a part of your community. Also, special thanks to Paramount Technology of Concord, your computer wizards, 825-4046. For more information about used oil and filter recycling, call 1-800-NO-DUMPING or check out our website at www.funnelhead.com.